I'll tell you that the War College does some great work up there. They've got a place that's called the Center for China Maritime Studies Institute, headed by Dr. Andrew Erickson. And they had their annual conference a few weeks ago and published a quick look report on the 15th of May. And I'll just give you some observations of this contest between the United States and China in the maritime in the eyes of those very intelligent people that make up CMSI, and then those that they bring in to be kind of ad hoc contributors to the annual program. First and foremost, in the quick look, Xi Jinping is a navalist. Now, who'd have thought that? He's also a Navy lobby of one. And Xi Jinping had a conversation with President Trump last Thursday for 90 minutes. On Xi's opener, he made a metaphor to the fact that, hey, President Trump, you and I are the captains of two great ships, and we need to be careful how we maneuver out in that global common so we don't run into each other. So I thought that was very interesting. It's obvious that Xi has read Mahan. Xi has biased the PLA Navy towards production of high-end platforms, including aircraft carriers. They're on their third, so they bought an old carrier, refurbished it. They built another one to look like it, the Liao Ning, and the second carrier is a jump jet carrier, so it's vertical takeoff and landing. They have a third carrier, Fujian, which has got tents over top of the deck, and speculation is they might have the electromagnetic assisted launch, which took us generations to get to on the Ford-class carriers. How they got it so quickly is a matter of speculation, but we don't even know if it's going to work. But China is putting resources into the Navy, and that's being driven by Xi Jinping. Also, nuclear-powered submarines, ballistic missile and attack submarines, and lots of hybrid diesel-electric submarines, and a surface fleet that is impressive. Cruisers, destroyers, they're up to a Luoyang Flight 3. I've been on the Luoyang 1 before. The Renhai class cruiser looks a lot like our Ticonderoga class cruiser and is a very effective ship with all sorts of weapon systems in multi-mission areas, and frigates. And they're producing frigates at the rate of about one a year, which is, per shipyard, which is beating our shipyards in production. She's also put a lot of money into an anti-access area denial strategy. So they have a long-range precision strike system and a strategic rocket force that is pretty impressive and a little scary. DF-17 is the hypersonic. We don't have a hypersonic. The Russians do, the Chinese do, we don't. We're going to get one soon. We're testing. DF-21, DF-26, ballistic missiles known as the carrier killers. That causes us pause in operating in the weapons exclusion zone, which is really, we used to operate with impunity in the second and the first island chains around China. Now we have to be more circumspect and more careful. And then China has an outstanding STEM education system in the provinces, so they don't have any problem recruiting sailors and conscripting sailors to the Navy, which is growing leaps and bounds. Admiral Caudill was up at Fleet Week when I was there a couple of weeks ago, and he was asked on Fox News, hey, the Chinese have surpassed the number of 400 warships today. And to our less than 300, our goal is 381 crewed and another 134 uncrewed for a total of 515 vessels in the U.S. Navy. But we're nowhere near that number. And Admiral Caudill tried to explain that there is a certain quality to quantity, but there's also a certain quality to quality. And we know that our ships are they better perform, and our sailors are better performers, and we're proven in combat in the Red Sea. Finally, and sadly, it looks like the PLA Navy has been told to prepare for war with the United States and the United States Navy. So with that as a backdrop, this discussion of maritime strategy is extremely important.